Transmitting to you from Old Heart Radio.
And there goes. Hopefully we got that on record.
I think so.
I believe so. It's okay. You know, sometimes it happens. Either way, hello.
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 Hello, Zoom friend.
Hello, Zoomer. Are we
Oh,
Zoomers?
God.
Is that what have we become those?
Is that what our generation is going to be called?
Do you just get? No, I think there is. I think it's like there is like slowly a Zoomer generation that they're trying to form. I don't know.
Who knows, man?
I want to be part of it.
I don't want to.
Maybe we should stop recording this episode of Matinee Edition.
Leaves.
Did you catch that? Did you? Oh man, what episode of Matinee Edition is this? Do you know?
I think it's 49.
I believe you're right, sir.
Okay.
Well, welcome, hot dogs, to the episode right before we turn 50.
Oh,
It'll be a glorious episode full of stuff.
full of stuff.
So,
It is
guys,
49. I just looked at it.
It is 49. Hot dogs. Thanks for listening.
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Oh yeah. At Old Heart Radio on Instagram and at Old Heart in Space on Twitter. Thanks for bringing that up. That was a good. Appreciate it.
Feel it.
It's
There we go.
All right. What the fuck?
Shall we get into it?
There's
There's a decent amount of stuff to talk about.
There is actually. There's quite a bit.
While we start with the Mandalorian, there was some drama.
Some drama on the set of Mandalorian. So supposedly, anyway, apparently on the set of Mandalorian, Pedro Pascal was wanting a little more screen time without his helmet, and I'm not going to deny the dude's got a nice mug. You know, I could see him wanting to be,
dude,
on screen.
He has to leave the helmet on though, otherwise the mountain's going to come on and crush it.
Anytime he's on screen. Anyway, okay, so you're right, dude. I mean, like, in a way, he has to have it on because that's the fucking character. And Star Wars fans will not fucking abide if he's like walking around with his helmet like in his arm, waiting for like a fucking battle. People are just gonna be like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Yeah, that's cop out.
Cop out. So Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni apparently thought the same thing.
Yeah,
and so they kind of butted heads about that on set.
Dude, it's like, for me, it's the same level as like Thor getting a fake eye in Infinity War when the eye patch looked dope anyway, but it was definitely because Hemsworth didn't want to wear an eye patch all the
time. Yeah, you're totally right. But here's the thing that I didn't like about this story was, and I don't know if this is for sure or not, but it sounds like Pedro Pascal went behind their backs and tried to like rat on them to Kathleen Kennedy, like to get her on his side, like, hey, they're not letting me put my face on the screen or whatever. I don't know what he sounds like. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Sounds like a normal dude.
That was my Pedro Pascal impression.
Hey,
hey,
you sound like the fucking fairy from Legend of Zelda. Hey, listen.
Fair enough. But yeah, I just thought it was kind of like, I don't know. I thought it was so like, I don't know. It's like that dude's kind of vain. I don't think he's really into like the idea of like how deep the characters go necessarily. I think he might just be in it for the name.
He dresses up for stuff though. I mean, look, his Donald Trump cosplay is really good for Wonder Woman.
Fair enough. I mean, no hate on him. I just thought it was weird. But
it's like it totally betrays the character, but I can't help but like get it. It's gotta be frustrating. It's the same as like Paul Bettany complaining about having to be in like vision makeup, and it takes like 12 hours to apply all of it.
Oh my god! But that's kind of different. I don't think his like armor takes 12 hours to apply.
Yeah,
Either
exactly.
way, though, Vision, man. We
Oh,
both know
that
where
was,
this
dude,
leads, don't we?
that was a totally unintentional segue on my
Yeah,
part.
but I'm glad you brought it up because like that was probably like the juiciest thing from this last cycle. And, you
Dude,
know what I mean?
that WandaVision looks good.
It looks good. The production value. It looks like a fucking. It look if it's like the trailer. It looks kind of like it looks like a fucking MCU movie, just
Yeah,
episodic.
the few shots that weren't like in the styles of the given like old fashioned sitcoms,
Yeah,
it looked good. It looked
that's what I
really
mean.
good.
Yeah, it looks sharp, and it looks like okay. So it looks like they're going through a few different eras.
Yeah.
Like
So we saw sort of like 50s looking
Mhm.
stuff.
For
White
sure.
picket fence.
Yeah.
Wife
Black
with
and
an
white.
apron.
There's like the set like look like maybe like a 70s era for
Yeah,
sure.
I think somebody saw like Brady Bunch in there.
Yeah. There's probably some bell bottoms involved.
Oh, absolutely, man.
But
I do love that they make fun of the costumes too.
oh my god, yeah, that was so cool. I saw the picture of her costume online, but his as well. I was like, that's so fucking. I thought it was a good tip of the hat.
It's a good tip of the hat, and I also think it's a good like reminder to all the fans that are like the costumes aren't honest enough to the comics. Yeah, because the comics outfits don't always translate, guys.
Yeah, no, I mean not always for sure, but yeah, it looks interesting, man, and like it looks like sort of that there's some sort of like a I don't know, I want to say realm, but like some sort of like
It's like a bubble.
bubble of some sort of energy or something that that people
So-
are trying to go in and out of. But there's I think Monica Rambeau, the character
Yeah,
Monica
you
Rambeau,
saw her get launched out.
yeah, she gets jetted out, and so I mean, like, what the fuck is that? Is that? Do you think that's
Dude,
like what, like
I think
Wanda?
this
What?
is going to be the House of M of the MCU.
I think you're right. I saw this.
I literally think like it's got to be different in the case of like she hasn't fully consumed the world and painted it in a different image, but she's consumed part of it. She's it's like a dome that she has complete and total influence over.
Yeah.
And maybe that also that other actress, oh, I forget the character she's playing, but last time I saw she was playing a witch, the girl who Vision asked Vision.
Yeah.
She's playing like a witch or something that might be like corrupting Wanda.
She supposedly, I can't remember the name of the character, but she supposedly is like the character that in the comics leads Wanda to like the magic that lets her and Vision have kids. And the rumors, if the rumors are true, the kids are supposed to be featured like in infant form, and then in pretty quickly in the series, like in like more developed. I don't know.
Yeah.
So that
which is crazy because like Wanda's kids are mainstays of like the Young Avengers. And
yeah, it's like Wiccan and what's his fucking face? I can't remember the other one. But
Wiccan's the notable one.
Wiccan and then the other one's a speedster. So
yeah,
which is like Quicksilver. So
same genetics.
That's weird.
I know. Ugh. Yeah, they were very.
I wonder how Vision feels about that.
Yeah, fair enough.
See, like, Anyway,
but dude, I'm intrigued. Like, number one, because
it looks fucking cool.
Yeah, number one, because like the setting itself looks fascinating. And I love the idea of like Shield has like set up a perimeter around this dome.
I don't think that's Shield, dude.
It's Sword. It's
Sword. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a notable difference. Like, I wonder if they're trying to like phase Shield out of the mainstream a little bit, and trying to push this like Sword.
What if at the end of Agents of Shield they weren't setting up Shield again? It was Sword.
Oh my god!
Creating something different. Whoa! I want to see Mac on the helicarrier.
Oh my god,
dude! All I need is one shot. He doesn't even have to have a speaking line. But I know me. I'd be like, yeah.
I think it'd be dope as fuck.
But
yeah, I'm really like fascinated because it's instantly gonna grow the Marvel universe. I bet as soon as this drops.
I'm expecting a bad ending for this.
Oh yeah, I don't think this.
And
is
I wouldn't be surprised if Wanda is the bad guy in Doctor Strange.
Oh, that'd be dope.
They really commit to the like House of M.
Yeah.
Maybe like even in the comic, at the end of it, she comes out with no memory of the events that transpired.
It'd be so intense. They can
Yeah.
totally do it. Maybe that's why he has to deal with the fucking like some sort of multiversal issue.
Yeah.
And it leads to Wanda. Oh man. Yeah, the show looks fucking awesome. I can't wait. And they're no longer like trying to hide that direct connection of this show and the Doctor Strange sequel. So
yeah, I have another piece of Marvel news that I refuse to tell you before the show. It is a Disney Plus show though. There is going to be a Nick Fury series featuring Samuel L. Jackson.
Featuring Samuel L. Jackson?
Yeah.
Hot shit.
Dude, I am so excited.
It's going to be awesome.
News just dropped like a couple hours ago before we recorded this.
God, dude. That will be so interesting. Like Nick Fury's low-key one of my favorite Marvel characters because he's always behind the scenes of every big event. He always has some sort of like kind of side scheme or side like espionage like plot unfolding, and like he has like fingers in everything, and so he makes him a really interesting character. But storytelling wise, especially for a movie or like a show, I guess it could like he could really be like an interesting character to kind of like help connect a lot of dots.
Yeah, I would love it if they did like a Monster of the Week series with Nick Fury. Even if they're doing doing like the de-aging, because it's so good now, and they're investing money in these shows.
Yeah, I don't even care. Like, I mean, like, could you imagine like if they commit to it, they could even like guest spot like random like superheroes. Perhaps Nick Fury could be going around finding new, like basically like recruiting new heroes or something like that. Yeah. Like that could be, oh man, this is so fucking cool. That's such a cool news.
Dude, that would be ripe for picking some of the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. guys. Come on.
Dude,
we want it. I don't know if anybody else.
I think they should fucking put Coulson back in the MCU. He's a goddamn robot anyway. Like, yeah. I think they should. I'm gonna stay right there.
Dude, the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. characters voice acted their own characters in an animated Avengers like TV show a few years back.
That's fucking dope. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. So I mean, like, just do it. Just do it.
Just do it. Put a Nike on that.
Put a Nike on that.
Yeah, that's super fucking cool. And they're building they're using Disney Plus smart, but the thing is, like, there's like everything that's been expected except for WandaVision has been pushed back and delayed. Like,
partially because Mulan bombed so hard it made less than 1/10 of its budget.
Yeah, got Papa Disney quaking in his boots.
He's like fucking Walt's frozen head shuddered.
Walt Disney needs to make his shillings back, man.
He needs to finish building himself a new body.
Eventually, he's going to just like explode from the ground in a giant robot body with his head in a fucking jar, just destroying Disneyland. No longer will this be the happiest place on earth. I'm telling you, man.
Universal is going to have to send out fucking Godzilla to stop him.
That's their answer. Well, shit, Godzilla's real. Go get him.
Go get him. You thought we were using CGI.
Yeah. They were just islands. They were blowing up.
They were documentaries.
There's a whole cut of every Godzilla movie with a David Attenborough narration.
Oh my God. Dude, I just want to throw this out here. There's something that I just thought of. Like, Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness. This was a talking point we were going to talk about, that they were potentially going to bring in different actors that almost played the roles. The biggest example being Tom Cruise's Iron Man.
Don't say it's so casual like that.
No. But I don't like Tom Cruise as much as you don't. Actually, I can put up with him when he's in a decent movie.
Fair enough.
But the more exciting prospect to me is that that would technically put Jim from The Office. His name is escaping.
Oh, Halpert. Yeah. Oh, Halpert. Tuna.
John Krasinski.
John Krasinski.
John Krasinski as Captain America could potentially show up.
Dude, I'm part of his problem. That would be cool.
Yeah. So what I think
I would be
is
so
that
into
Doctor
that.
Strange and the Multiverse of Madness is going to try and beat Flashpoint at their own game.
They are, dude. Like that's the other thing I was going to bring up about this is like they are officially now like competing for like who can unleash the multiverse first, right?
Dude, my money's on Marvel. Like, dude, DC can kick
probably,
ass, but if I'm not a betting man. If I
Mhm.
was, I would say DC was gonna fuck it up first.
Well, I don't think DC. I think DC has some great prospects coming up.
They
But,
do.
and we're actually going to talk
Better
about
than
some of
ever
those in just
has.
a second. But I think Marvel's going to get to it first. I think you're right, just simply because the WandaVision comes out first.
Yeah.
Like WandaVision comes out, December, was it?
Yeah, late November, early December.
Yeah. And that's the news. We completely forgot to even like get a frame on that. Wow. Anyway.
Well, they didn't actually announce a formal
but
release date, so.
But the Snyder Cut comes out in 2021, like in April or fucking May or something, March or whatever, sometime in the spring, I think. And that, I believe, is really going to like kind of help them solidify their multiverse, because like that will directly lead, I think, to like what the Flash movie is gonna. I think it's gonna set up some sort of element to the Flash movie, because they're trying to like really bring up those two together, I think.
Yeah, I mean, like they even touched on that a bit in fucking Batman vs Superman. So
yeah,
who knows?
That's what I mean. So I just think Marvel's gonna get to it first, but yeah.
I think I'm totally cool with DC running with the like multiple continuities from the get go. They just have to commit to that. But the difference is that with Marvel, they've been running with this one continuity, and characters are invested in that, and they need to do the multiverse right for people to not feel like it's a cop out to like bring Iron Man back or that type of stuff, you know?
Yeah, fair. I don't know. It'll be like, I don't know. Either way, it'll be fucking interesting to see. If they like use, I mean, who they use. If Tom Cruise is going to be involved, and I'll say, not because I like him, but because he's a big name. Like they could potentially pull in like a lot of like really random fun cameos if they do that.
Oh yeah,
I've got my fingers crossed for that Tobey Maguire cameo.
Oh, dude, me too.
My God, man, I want Tobey Maguire to like suit up one last time. Thwip. I want him to get.
You know though, what would really seal the deal perfectly on like weird cameos?
What?
A character that can break the fourth wall.
Oh my God, yeah, you're right though, dude. If Deadpool doesn't show up in this goddamn movie, I'm gonna be so. Oh wait, I was
going with She-Hulk.
God damn it!
You're not wrong.
I knew it right after I started talking about Deadpool, because you're. Anyway, okay, fine. I'm just gonna say this real quick. If Deadpool doesn't show up, that'd be tragedy. Ryan Reynolds needs to be in the MCU.
Dude, Ryan Reynolds is a gift.
They need some adult humor.
Dude, I saw a concept for like a fan concept for Deadpool 3 to be like a multiversal road trip movie with Deadpool and like all the Deadpool characters come into the MCU.
That'd be so fucking fun. Damn, dude, that'd be cool. But just to get it out quick, the way you were alluding to, my friend, was the casting of She-Hulk, which I think is fucking dope. I haven't heard of who this actress is. I know.
So I think she was like the lead in Orphan Black or something like that.
Oh, she's a Canadian actress.
You say that like it speaks the truth about her.
I'm just.
Anyway, her name.
Oh,
she's nice.
There's no news here. No, I'm just joking. This is big news. Tatiana Maslany. I don't fucking know. I'm always bad with last names. Whatever. Anyway, I have not seen a single piece of her work, but I'm excited that they finally actually unleashed a casting announcement for those long-awaited Disney Plus heroes.
All those people that were champing at the bit for Alison Brie from Glow and Community to get cast. They were really just not having it.
They were just like, she's too short.
She's too short.
I'm wondering how the CGI will be, because like the last like Hulk CGI was I mean, like, to be honest,
For
like,
Endgame?
Professor Hulk, like, I thought looked cheesy as fuck.
Really?
Mark
I thought it looks pretty good.
I mean, for what it was, he looked good. Like, the
Yeah.
CGI was good, but I think the design was just sort of like,
It was a bit funny. I
yeah,
agree
it
with
was
you.
like Mark Ruffalo blown up in green, but
They sort of poked fun at that, at least.
they did. But yeah, I bet it will be a pretty cool CGI. I'm just interested in what the show will be like, if it will be, and if it will like involve her lifestyle as a lawyer as well, because like that's actually a huge part of her character, because she represents like superheroes in court all the time.
Dude, they gotta segue Daredevil in that way.
That's what I'm thinking, and that's what I was gonna tell you. Like, my theory is that she could also be a really connective tool for the Sony Spider-Man universe or Venomverse or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Oh yeah, totally.
Because she could. What was my fucking thought? Oh, she could like easily like randomly like represent, say, like one character in a court in like, a court of law or something like that, and that could be used to segue into the MCU.
Ooh, we're gonna have like a Law and Order style, like a trial of Venom.
That'd be fucking crazy. And Disney Plus could maybe potentially announce her or bring her into the fucking role, or onto the big screen through Spider-Man, dude. Like have we gotten the actual, what's the name of the third movie, man? I can't remember.
I have no idea.
Has it been announced yet?
It hasn't. I've been hearing like Homesick, like that type of stuff.
Yeah. But anyway, Spider-Man 3, dude, like she could potentially represent
Peter Parker
in court or some shit like that. You know what I mean? But my preference would be Charlie Cox. Bring Daredevil into that fucking MCU.
So Daredevil, Iron Man, that's a comic combo right there.
Feige, we've been saying it for years, damn it. I just like to say,
and with the rights for those Netflix characters up soon, like it's coming. I feel
it could be possible. It very, very well could be. Here's some random DC news for you. They actually cast. You know how we were talking about Hawkman?
Yes.
They actually cast Hawkman.
Who's Hawkman?
This bloke named Aldous Hodge.
This bloke.
I don't know. I said it.
Sounds British.
You need me to do my British accent? Did somebody
go for it?
Did somebody order an Earl Grey with steamed milk? Because that's just called a London fog.
Oh my god.
Was it good?
Dude,
tell it to me straight.
Dude, British accents are fresh in my mind from the new season of Bake Off. So,
fair enough, man.
So that was a pretty shit accent.
Damn it.
Dude, I prefer Paul Hollywood's accent from the north.
Oh, dude, Paul Hollywood was
shamed the fuck out of me.
Oh no, dude. Paul Hollywood's low key kind of more intimidating than Gordon Ramsay to some extent. And
DC sounds passive aggressive.
He does, dude. And he always fucking asks you those damn questions. He's like, "Is this why are you doing this?" And then they'll be like, "What is it? Why are you asking me that? Like is that not a good idea?"
Later in the challenge, he's just over their shoulder looking at everything they're doing.
Dude, he does. He just mean mugs them. But
dude, I
guess he doesn't even mean mug him because he does. His face doesn't fucking change. He's just like,
dude, he's got a poker face.
Yes, dude, he does. Anyway, I forgot.
I love that you just did the face for this audio medium. Also,
that's what I was just thinking too.
Listeners are getting shook right now when they realize that we don't just watch Marvel movies and shill for them. We also watch Bake Off.
Oh my god, dude, I get down on that Bake Off.
Dude, I'm making dude, I have a family birthday coming up, and I'm making a pavlova with my girlfriend.
Nice.
Inspired by Bake Off.
Oh man. Okay, so. But
we need to get off this subject.
Back to DC news because I gotta get we're
running out of time.
They are officially building Dwayne Johnson's Black Adam cast.
Okay.
Right, with that announcement of Aldous Hodge as Hawkman, but they also recently this week unleashed the news that John Cena's character Peacemaker is going to have his own HBO Now or HBO Max series.
It's so dumb.
Well, so it's set to be I believe a prequel. So not necessarily like directly prequel, but I think it's supposed to be like prior to the events of whatever James Gunn's Suicide Squad is. James Gunn is even involved in the series, writing much of the episodes and directing some of them. So I think it's leaning on the comedic element potentially. So I think his character might be more like dark humorous, like
Yeah.
like in a way. Maybe that's my theory. But
Yeah, I just hope.
I
hope
literally think it's
he
called.
says, "You can't see me."
I hope so. I really hope so. Say it on the big screen, big man.
Oh yeah.
But seriously, I think that because it's the show, I think is called "Fuck It," like it's Peacemaker or something like that. So I think it's really supposed to be like a fucking like fun show, which I really hope it is. Like, because
Dude,
like no hate on John Cena, he can be like, when he hosted SNL, it was actually pretty funny. So I imagine he could have a good time. You know what I mean?
All those wrestlers have acting chops. It's probably because it's fake, but I'm joking. Wrestling's actually like,
dude, wrestlers. Shout out to Andrew Yang for like getting on Vince McMahon's ass for like calling out.
That was pretty funny.
How wrestlers have like shit contracts, but
solidifying me as even more a member of the Yang Gang,
dude. Yang Gang. Anyway, but yeah, seriously, like I think the like DC, it's really interesting. They're both competing. I think Marvel knew that DC, their online event was going to unleash some like huge news. So Marvel's been like trying to like get some shit out there, and now DC's like, oh no, we got extra shit we can put out there.
Knowing DC though, like when they announce some stuff and then cancel it, or you never hear about it again.
Oh, don't say that. I'm getting excited.
They might just. I just imagine this exact like Marvel just dropped a kick-ass WandaVision trailer. Like, what are we gonna do? Quickly, greenlight a show for HBO Max.
Shit, you're probably fucking right. Peacemaker, we got like one episode done.
we have the pilot.
We got one episode. Yeah. Oh god. Yeah, man. It's been kind of actually like an interesting week for just those like for Marvel and DC movies, man.
Yeah, it's been interesting. Plus with the return of Bake Off, always exciting.
Always exciting.
Quickly, I want to throw this out there. Number one, I've been watching Master of None, and I finished Fleabag. You should check out Fleabag. It's phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
Won a handful of Emmys. But notably, I rewatched Pirates of the Caribbean this week. The first one.
Oh god.
Heavy on the first one.
Yeah.
The first one it's a genuinely good film. I'm not going to watch any of the other ones because I don't want to ruin it again for myself.
I know I might catch shit for this. Agree with you. It is actually a genuinely decent film. Like I enjoy it. It's fun, and it was original for what it was when it came out.
Well,
they just went too far fucking with it,
man. Dude, I saw a video the other day that inspired me to watch it, and it was like, have you ever seen a good pirate movie after or before Pirates of the Caribbean? No. It's the only one.
There is there's a fucking show. What series? What stream? I can't remember the name of the goddamn show. There's actually a really cool show that is kind of like pirate heavy.
Black Sails.
Black Sails. That's it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Black Sails is actually a pretty fucking cool show.
I haven't seen any of it.
But they don't have like necessarily like super like eccentric Johnny Depp like pirate characters. So
it's more like dark from what I've seen.
Yeah. It is, which is like, I mean, pirates weren't
all hunky dory.
Yeah. But Pirates of the Caribbean is a fucking fun movie.
It's a fun movie. It's genuinely well written. I was like impressed watching it. Unlike some things we were talking about before the podcast, it aged with me.
Fair. The other thing I really want to quickly shout out is that because you brought up the Emmys or the Emmy. Schitt's Creek. Have you consumed?
I haven't watched any of Schitt's Creek.
Schitt's Creek is a really
is it on Netflix?
Made. It is, and actually, I read the season 6 is coming out next month. On there, so, but it's a really really awesome show. Dan Levy and Eugene Levy like they play father and son on there, and they like are Dan Levy's behind it.
You know who's a strong advocate of Schitt's Creek?
Who?
Spencer.
Oh yeah, me and him were talking about
it.
Yeah. Which I think Generifus just put some new tracks up on their Bandcamp. So
check them out, guys. Yeah. Check them out, listeners. Hot dogs.
But yeah, they won a bunch of Emmys, well deserved, because it's such a cool show, and like the cast is really amazing.
Check it out.
Really well done. So, yeah, man, good shit. I suppose
we got a few minutes left. Shall we crank out Breaking Bad?
Oh my God, we did forget. We always forget. We anyway, yeah, we gotta do it. So Breaking
Especially with
Bad,
these weeks when we got a lot of news.
yeah, no. Breaking Bad, we're on season 2. I think
Yep.
episodes 4 and 5, if I'm correct, or 5 and 6. Anyway, it's
Something
somewhere
like
around
that.
there.
I honestly gotten lost in the show again. So
Yes, so anyway, during these episodes, we see Walter getting his treatment done, him dealing with the like the fucking high price of the treatment, and and thusly like how like at one point he I think mentions how he's just like straight fucking broke now. He did all that cooking meth, and he's straight
lost
fucking
all
broke.
of it.
Like, which would to be so disheartening, right? Jesse moves in. I think during these episodes, he moves in to a new apartment featuring none other than Jessica Jones prior to her being a private eye. But actually, she turns into like a really important character that kind of creates a really heavy story arc, dark story arc for Jesse.
Yeah, I feel like in a lot of times in Breaking Bad, like this is one of the first times where Jesse really like sees the light, you know, of like living a normal life, having genuine relationships.
Except he deals meth and he coaxes Walter, like he gets the apartment and almost immediately coaxes Walter into not coaxes. They agree to cook again.
Yeah.
Right. And like run their own like business enterprise.
Yep.
Right after killing like a associated member of like a gang
or of a cartel.
You're right. I'm
sorry. Even worse.
So it's sort of just like they on one hand they kind of know what they're doing in terms of like the product.
On the other hand, they're completely out of their depth.
Yeah, and it's gonna come down on them.
It's amazing how the show is almost cyclical, but it keeps these cycles keep getting more and more aggressive, you know?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah,
like it always blows up in their face at the end, and one of them will get fucked over. And it's like either Walt gets fucked over or Jesse and Walt get fucked over, you know?
Mm. Yeah,
and then it just keeps getting worse and worse. Like there's crazy shit that happens in the first and like into the second season, but they just get punished like over and over again through the rest of the show.
Sure. Yeah. It's
like what's sad about rewatching it though is that you're like, fuck, I know where this goes. Especially when Jessica Jones shows up. I'm just always gonna call her that. She's synonymous to that character in my mind. But like you just like the moment I saw her come back, I was like, fuck. Like it's especially sad out of sadness for Jesse mostly.
Yeah. Well, and this whole thing starts off like, and I mean, like, okay, this duo episode that we covered, it like start like the first episode, they start back up, they start getting some distribution ideas, and then if they get some like it shows that we show them getting some movement, like selling some shit, and then it dives right into this moment of like Walter being a fucking dark, deep asshole, where he like where Jesse, one of Jesse's foot soldiers, gets fucking robbed, Skinny Pete, and he and then Walter makes Jesse like go get that fucking shit. He's like, you gonna like let us be pushovers? And this was like a moment where it's like, Walter, if you want to fucking step up, step the fuck up, dude. Like,
it's his time to do something.
Yeah. But he's so worried about keeping his hands as clean as he can, even though his hands are getting fucking filthy.
Yeah.
Or are filthy currently. But then it leads right into the next episode, Peekaboo, which is like,
oh, it's the most soul crushing episode.
It's so harsh. Basically, the what you need to give a shit about is the fact is like Jesse hanging out in some fucking meth head's like den where he meets a kid who's basically he's waiting there to get his fucking money back, to basically like threaten these people and fuck them up potentially and get their money back from being robbed. He meets their kid, which is like just there, and then like this whole turn of events where like they come back. There's a lot of commotion. Jesse gets fucking knocked the hell out at some point. Classic Jesse. And then he wakes up, and this is like the gnarly part, the shot of the whole episode. I think he gets up, and like just in time to see the lady that's like a man and a lady, and the lady tipped that fucking ATM that they're trying to break open to get money out to hopefully pay Jesse. Right onto the other person's dome, and like just ugh. It was so gnarly, dude. Every now and then, it's like every few episodes, Breaking Bad has one like really gruesome moment.
Yeah, I know. That episode, it's just like it cements that Jesse is like a good person at heart. He's like a lovable buffoon.
He's constantly struggling with it. And this episode, like he is all about that.
Yeah, I think episodes like Peekaboo really like show the audience how like it's like Jesse's like almost his character feels so real because of episodes like that. Definitely. He's just what happens by making a few mistakes.
Yeah,
and like he deserves to have been forgiven, but people still hold it against him, and he's not able to get his shit back together because of that.
Yeah, I don't know. It definitely is a character building episode, and that's one of the things I love about this series. It takes its time to like really build deep into the characters, and like so you get these backgrounds for what their motivation is, which like you almost become like numb to when you're watching the show. You don't even think about sometimes. It's like they're making money off of dealing meth. Like, you know what I mean? You just know that they're doing something that they shouldn't.
And I mean. Like those druggies are like have an abandoned child in their home, and that's actually something I hadn't really thought of. Is like that is the ramifications of what they're doing.
Yeah, it's
like in a pretty direct way. Like they are, like even if it's not the shit that they're selling that those people have, it's like that is their enterprise.
People that they're making money off of.
Yeah.
So it's a really interesting. Yeah, it's just a really interesting episode.
Commercializing the suffering of people. Like social media. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, man. No, seriously, it's interesting. And I don't know, it was a good couple episodes. Very I don't know, they weren't as like some of them you walk away, they're a little more fun. Some of them they're definitely not, and these were not very fun. But very good.
Phenomenal.
Very well made. Very well acted.
There's some stuff like Breaking Bad has the moments of levity, and it has some dumb fun episodes like the Fly episode, which I think is coming up in season 3. But it feels like it's a net negative sometimes, where you finish it and you're just like, ugh.
Yeah.
It's been soul crushing.
Speaking of, this has been another episode of Matinee Edition.
Oh no. 50th episode next week.
Yeah, 50th episode. Dream big, hot dogs, because it'll be an episode.
We're coming. Dude, you gotta open it up with that air horn sample, dude.
Oh, you got it. Wait, where is it? I lost it.
Oh no. There it is.
That's gonna be on there. Wait for it, kids. I'll have balloons.
You gonna get party poppers?
Pop. All right. Well, seriously though, it actually turned into like there's some juicy bits from both the udders of Marvel and DC. Breaking Bad was excellent as always. Next week, we will talk about The Dark Knight Rises, the crown, not the crown, the cherry on top of the Nolan.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. And we'll be 50. So
there we go.
Have a good day, y'all.
Cheerio, hot dogs.
Deuce.
There it is.